All right, welcome back to Problem Solver Politics. I am your host, Cardon with Cody the Oracle.
Howdy, everyone.
Cody, what's going on today?
Today, well, obviously coming up in the next few days here, I don't have the exact date in front of me, we're going to have the first of the major debates for the Democratic primary coming up.
All right.
So ahead of this, both Vice and Slate have gone through the trouble of pulling up all of the walkout music for all the candidates.
All right.
And they listed them from, I believe, 19 to 1.
Okay.
So we're going to go through them and just read through them. Spoiler, right now, one of these websites has Andrew Yang's Return of the Mac listed as the number one song. So that is coming, but I figured we'll just start off right now, and we'll start with the Vice article.
All right.
So number 19, and I have to be 100% honest here, I don't know who Tim Ryan is. But whoever Tim Ryan is, God bless you, man. He comes out to Old Town Road by Lil Nas X. Something Vice did not appreciate, saying it's kind of just blatant pandering to young people. It's the big song of the summer, like really.
Okay, wait. So what's Old Town Road? Forgive my old manness.
Oh, hold on one second. So you're not familiar with the song Old Town Road?
No, Cody, you're the Oracle.
But okay, Old Town Road though has seriously become like one of the biggest songs. It really started. I first heard about it. Because it was one of the first songs to ever chart as both hip hop and country. Was Old Town Road.
Okay.
So here's a little snippet playing right now. So this was the walk-up music for Mr. Tim Ryan. Any Tim Ryan fans out there? Apologize. I'm not aware of anything he's done. But anyway, yes.
Oh.
Yes.
I've been hearing this. This has got some beat.
It's the biggest song out right now.
It's got some melody.
That's the Billy Ray Cyrus mix explicitly right there.
All right, okay.
So that is not very much approved. I have to say on that.
Okay.
I don't know about you. I agree on that. Like really, Old Town Road. The song came out like 6 months ago. That's like that's your walkout song.
All right.
Anyway, so
hey, by the way, can we just define walkout song for those of us that don't know what a walkout song is specifically?
If you really want to see one in action, I recommend. I'll have the little card above us. We were at Andrew Yang's rally in Los Angeles about a month ago, and he came out to his song "Return of the Mac." And basically, as the candidates kind of are appearing on stage, people are giving him round of applause, letting him hear it. They haven't quite got to that microphone and started the speech yet.
Okay.
They have that song playing to kind of build the tension, and he again, spoilers. Return of the Mac is a great, and you'll be hearing it soon. For people who don't know the name Return of the Mac, trust me for this. Anyway, I'm moving on. I love to see this. Actually, I don't love to see this. John Hickenlooper, famously about, a week ago? 2 weeks ago? Was at the Democratic, or the California Democratic Convention or something, and he said something along the lines of, look, I don't think socialism is the right move for the party moving forward.
Yeah.
And he got booed off the stage.
Oh, yeah. So, that was epic. That was some great
so
YouTube.
Vice is letting him have it by saying his One Republic song is the 18th overall. I have to admit, I'm not a One Republic fan either. Totally fine with One Republic being the 18th slot. And then Eric Swalwell.
Oh, my gosh. What did he choose?
Caught Up in the Country by Rodney Atkins.
This guy. So, wait. That's a country song.
To be frank, I don't care what Eric Swalwell's walk-up song is.
Neither do I, but nothing says pander more. That guy will throw the Midwest under the bus in a heartbeat. He is such an urban elitist. He should just have an urban elitist song. But his song shouldn't even be urban because I don't even think the urban people like him. It should just be an elitist song. Yeah. It should be like a prep school's, not national anthem, but just the prep school song.
Well, it should be like just like electronic music because I don't think he's a human. Anyway, moving further down the list.
Well, also my son just figured out what swalls means. So my little 5-year-old, is walking around saying swalls.
Swalls?
Like sweaty balls.
Oh,
they're called swalls.
Hey, I learned that today, man. I know.
So when I see Swalwell now, he saw Swalwell on the on the TV when they were doing news, and looks over at me. He's like swalls. So I can't wait to see what this guy's walkout song is.
Learn something new every day. Well, anyway, moving forward though.
Okay.
I hate to say it. Pete Buttigieg. He's a name, right?
Yeah, he's legit.
Have to be frank. I've never heard this song before. So let's hear what Pete Buttigieg comes out on stage too. Oh, I take that back. I've definitely heard this song before. I just didn't know what it was called.
There's horns.
There's definitely horns. Can't say I'm a fan. This is as generic and inoffensive as it can get.
But it's about to take off. It's like the opening of Welcome to the Black Parade when they just start getting the snare drum going. Just not as explosive.
To me, literally, sorry, Pete, this is just commercial music. This could be a car commercial for all I care.
It does sound like it came off a royalty-free website.
No heart. No heart there. Nothing. No spirit.
No angst. We want to hear angst.
Not even just spirit. Just
like,
soul.
what is Bernie Sanders' walkaway song? Like, it better be some kind of like.
Let's move ahead.
Like,
let's move ahead. Bernie Sanders.
Vox Populi. You know, I want to hear something intense.
They have Bernie Sanders on this list as number 2. Power to the People by John Lennon.
Whew. John Lennon.
Whew, full disclosure, not a big fan.
No,
anyway,
I like John Lennon, but I mean, that came out in like early 70s, right?
It's Bernie Sanders, dude. How old do you think he is, man?
Yeah, that was like when he was in his 60s.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no thanks, man. Sorry, not today. Maybe there was a decade where this worked, but
I feel like I'm about to shake my fingers.
Honestly,
the chorus is,
it feels more gospel than anything.
I was about to say, I feel like I'm getting forgiven for my sins.
Yeah, so sorry, Bernie. Sorry, Bernie fans.
And by the way, this is coming from somebody who totally loves the old, gosh, they used to call them...
like beatniks? We're going that far back? Or
no, not beatniks, but these were the old spirituals that like a lot of the Negro churches would have in the old days.
Like gospel music?
Well, yeah, they used to call them Negro spirituals. I'm not sure if that's politically incorrect.
Probably not. It's probably not correct. Yeah.
Well, the weird thing is I just literally watched a documentary in which that's what the pastor that was describing them said now, but, you know, I don't even know. You can't call them African-American spirituals because that's not from the time frame, you know. But either way, I love that era of music. Like, you can't watch Glory. Watch the Glory movie when all the guys around the campfire and they start singing.
Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington. Very good film. Very good
film. Dude, I love that era of music. You look like deep straight into the heart of rock and roll when you study just black musicianship, the pentatonic scale getting mixed with the 8 scale of the Christian hymns, giving us blues for the first time.
Well, hey, without further ado, I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. According to Vice, the number 1 song, we've already spoiled this, to walk out to for any Democrat running, is Andrew Yang's Return of the Mac. I remember originally you were not familiar with this song.
Okay, hit it.
We've already been copyright strike for it once, so just play it again.
Okay, let's hit it.
And I can attest, we saw him walk out to this live, so this is his song he walks out to.
Dude, you know what this reminds me of almost? This
song.
beat?
It's a really good song.
It's a good beat, but doesn't it remind you of that old Mariah Carey song from the 1990s?
What's Mariah Carey song?
Oh, there's a Mariah Carey song where it goes, boop, 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 and it's got this same...
Talking about fantasy?
Ooh, I don't know. Play it.
Well, I guess, you know what? We're already in copyright strike, so why not?
Well, because I'm thinking that this is a great multi-generational song.
No, that is one of the things actually I want to kind of really quickly before we move further ahead, I want to note on. That is one thing that Vice actually noted out in their article. They said that here it is, everybody, the best of all possible walkout songs, Return to the Mac. It still slaps 2 decades later, but it's timeless, it's perfect. It may someday be remembered as the pinnacle of Western civilization, a citation needed. But it's a very just good... It does kind of cross those generational barriers.
Yeah.
A lot of young people weren't around in the 90s.
Why doesn't somebody do like Led Zeppelin? I mean, Gen Z loves Led Zeppelin. Baby boomers love Led Zeppelin.
I don't think Led Zeppelin's the answer.
Why doesn't somebody get the gamers and do like the Donkey Kong soundtrack? You straight up listen to the Donkey Kong soundtrack when we're doing like green room prep stuff.
I like it, but I don't know if it's necessarily the what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know if it's going to get you elected, man. I don't know if the boomers are fans of Donkey Kong.
Well, look, if
music.
Russia can hack the elections in 2016 and give us Donald Trump with a country that's got a smaller GDP than Italy, then why couldn't all the gamers just unite? And then, see, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so on? That's what I'm talking about?
Now, hear that? It's the exact same.
Okay, but here's the question. Would this be a good walkout song for a politician running in 2019?
Oh, no, this would totally date the person in his 90s, but like...
To be frank, the more I hear it, I can group. I'd be totally fine with someone walking out to this.
Well, okay, cool, but I'm saying just hear that back that backbeat, that snare drum. Now go back to the Walkout music of Andrew Yang, and you cannot say that it's not like the exact same beat, like down to the beats per minute.
It's probably like basically the same thing.
Can you give us a little teaser?
I cannot. I actually close the tab. So
all right, that's
but
fine.
But no, I mean, but okay. But anyway, though, just moving on really quickly. I don't want to spend too much time on this.
Yeah.
One thing I found very fascinating is if you flip over to Slate.com also did a list. According to Slate, their number one was Elizabeth Warren's Dolly Parton 9 to 5.
9 to 5.
I really.
Ooh, that's a classic.
It's not a bad song, but
that was a great movie. But
is it really the best song to walk on stage to? I mean, I would
this
say,
is like almost a Broadway show tune at this point.
So I mean, I prefer Return of the Mac to this. The interesting thing too, as well, is according to Slate, Andrew Yang's Return of the Mac is the 7th best song.
Really?
Songs I'm not familiar with, like Good as Hell by Lizzo and Lovely Day by Bill Withers. Outranked
Bill Withers?
Outranked Return of the Mac. So,
dude, so Slate has got some old school jive lovers.
It's the word for him, right? I don't know what they're saying. I think.
Dude, I love Bill Withers. My wife's ringtone for a while was actually Bill Withers. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. What's that one? I'm just totally botched.
I don't even know who he is. I don't know what song.
Bill Withers? Oh, Bill Withers is great. He did the No, that's Dolly. No, Bill Withers did Sometimes in our lives we all have pain. We all have sorrow.
Here's the question, though. Is this really the song you want your candidate walking out to? This is Cory Booker's, by the way.
This is Cory Booker?
Cory Booker walks out to Lovely Day by Bill Withers.
Oh, this is funky.
Low energy.
Oh.
Cory Booker is too low energy as is. So this is low energy, man.
This is not Spartacus music.
Exactly.
He should be walking out to like literally the soundtrack of Spartacus with like death metal, medieval metal, crazy video game soundtrack musical, like it's the beginning of World of Warcraft. That's what this guy should be walking out to.
I just some energy, man. Give me something with some energy, some life.
All right.
He's got soul. I like that. But just when you're a low energy weirdo like Cory Booker is, you got to have a song that pumps people up. You can't have a song that kind of grooves them to sleep, and then you come out.
Well, this is the only thing I don't get is constantly they're spending so much money down to what tie they wear and what color scheme they adopt in their printed materials that coincides with their ties. And they do so much image consulting and very expensive group consulting where they test their speeches in front of, come on, what's it called? The control group.
Oh yeah. No, I know what you're talking about.
I forgot the exact terminology,
but I guess
they put so much money into studying and making measurable quantifiers about what's the best terminology to use at what part of your speech. You'd think that they would do the exact same thing with their music, that this would be studied down to a science as to what is going to appeal to the vast amount of the largest amount of people and make our candidate the most approachable, accessible, and well-liked based upon music. And you can't tell me that it's going to be like, not a Marvin Gaye song, but 1970s.
It's a little bit too like I said, if you have the energy you bring as a candidate, I think you can get away with it. But when you're a candidate that's already kind of low energy, but I think
what's Beto come in with on a skateboard?
Beto, I believe we went over Beto already. Beto comes in with a song no one likes. The Clash, Clampdown. Sorry, we didn't play this one yet.
Okay.
The Clash.
Hit me with Beto.
Oh my God. What else?
The Clash, is in like the 80s, The Clash?
Oh, I'm cool, guys. The Clash, is this still cool, kids? I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of Beto O'Rourke.
Okay. All right.
Like, this is how do you do fellow kids music right here. That's fine. I don't mind it, but...
Like, at least Trump is doing, Twisted Sister, we ain't going to take it anymore. That's kind of multi-generational, right?
Something, man. It's something. I mean, like, yeah, this is
like music my dad listens to.
Yeah, it's probably cool in the 79. Probably sick at 79.
All right.
No, I mean, again, but I think that brings us to really kind of the interesting part of this discussion, though. is you already alluded to it, but like, yeah, how much does that song mean? I honestly, to be 100% frank, I haven't followed in focus group, but I haven't followed enough elections closely enough to really know what that song means to success. But it is, in a way, when people see you live. I mean, like I said, when we went to the Andrew Yang rally, that's the first thing you heard though was "Return of the Mac." You know, that's what set the tone. So, how important do you think it is? And what would your song be, man? You get to pick one song to walk out to on stage. What is it?
Ooh, what would I walk out to? I would want something that hits hard. You know what I'm liking a lot right now? "Blood in the Water" by Grandson.
So, but what is the
"Blood in the Water" by Grandson? That song just epitomizes, I think, how so many young men feel, young women too, left, right, or center, just a rejection.
So this is your vote for me pitch right here. Is this right here?
Oh, dude,
we're copyright striked already anyway. So,
oh, dude, but just hold on a second. I'll tell you why. You got to wait until you get to the chorus of this, and also listen to the lyrics of this. "Look me in my eyes. Tell me everything's not fine."
Low energy.
Oh, no, the opening, I'd have it remixed. No, I totally have it remixed. He literally talks about wealthy people that have poisoned the water supply and killed family members just so they could put an extra $1 in their pocket. And then when this bass drops, dude, it drops hard. Like, listen, hold on right here. "We'll never get free, land of the slaughter front." Oh, it's about to go off right now. Listen, see? And then it would augment right before we came out from the curtains. And then all of a sudden, just like all the extra bass would just drop. Oh, dude, this doesn't pump you up?
Sorry, dude, I wouldn't vote for you.
Oh, dude.
I'd vote for someone else. I'd vote for...
that song does not pump you up. Grandson is the single best politically charged music out there right now.
Wow, that's a very bold statement.
Grandson, I hope you're listening to this.
Define right now as well. I mean,
dude, I am telling you, Fantastic Negrito out of Oakland, California, does some modern blues that is politically charged, that is a huge political statement in every song.
You can argue
and
Kanye
Grandson
West is
out of Canada.
Charged. You could say Kanye West is politically charged.
Okay, Kanye makes good stuff. Okay,
I prefer his music to that.
Oh, dude. Okay, I would say right
really?
here.
Some band called Grandson.
Grandson is good stuff.
Debates about modern music aside. Okay, cool. So that's what you'd walk out to. Again, though, how important do you really think that song is? I feel like there probably was a time where it meant more than now.
No, I think it is important though because it is signaling.
Important. Yeah, but it's less of what
you want to be able to show that you are with these people. And if you're Bernie Sanders and you're coming out to a John Lennon song, that shows I'm a 1960s socialist. That doesn't show modern ideas. In fact, I hate it when people call socialism and communism new ideas and thinking out of the box. These ideas are actually very old. They were written by Frederick Engels, and they were in the Communist Manifesto by the original Karl Marx almost 100 years ago. So these aren't new ideas. And if your music's not new, then to me, I'm sorry, unless it's a total throwback Thursday, it just makes you look detached.
Okay, no, I hear it. I don't know, man. Okay, again, I don't like John Lennon, so that's why I don't like the song.
John Lennon's good.
But I hear what you mean, saying but yeah, again, so that could speak kind of to the significance of really what these songs mean, is you can kind of instantly throw people back to the 60s. I have to admit, I agree with Vice, I believe it was. Return of the Mac, man. You want to pick a song for your election, for your campaign.
I think of all of them, Andrew Yang seems to be the most multi-generational. Andrew Yang seems to be the most multi-generational.
He gets it. He's not some crazy person like Cory Booker or Kamala Harris. That's
Dude, I would just literally have Spartacus music playing.
Well, hold on one second. Sorry, we never played. This is Kamala Harris's walk-up music. I mean, she's one of the other big candidates. Kamala Harris is walking out.
Okay.
To Work That by Mary J. Blige.
Okay. I don't know. I'd want
boring. I like Mary J. Blige, but this is boring. It's not enough.
Dude, why don't you just do Single Ladies by Beyonce or something,
Single Ladies.
Because when she was single, she slept her way to the top. No, I just...
I don't know. I don't know if Single Ladies
is the answer. When she was single, she slept her way to the top.
She didn't, though. She's married Jay-Z.
Hey, dude, when they say by hook or by crook, when they say beg, borrow, and steal,
But she got with Jay-Z.
They should have said Big Borrow and Sleep.
She was pretty big when she got with Jay-Z. They did that duet to each other, Crazy in Love. By the way, go to a college football game and they'll play Crazy in Love for you.
Yeah.
The college band. But
hey, Halo was at my wedding. That's a Beyonce good one. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like the Halo soundtrack, not Halo by Beyonce.
No, I did not get married to a video game soundtrack. But
it's basically just orchestral music,
Okay.
So, but anyway, so we don't want to get too long here, but just wrapping it up. I thought it was a little interesting. One, you can definitely kind of read into it a little bit.
Okay. Says a lot about the personalities.
But also both these websites that rated him, it was kind of the candidate I wanted to win the best song.
Plus, Buttigieg was in the Army, man. I talked to so many guys that were Rangers and Navy SEALs that said how like remixes of Led Zeppelin is what they'd listen to before they went on these missions where they might get shot and die because they wanted that to be the last song, the last American music that they heard before. Hold
on one second. I want to go back 1 second. What country is AC/DC from again?
Well, no, that's why I just paused when I said American music.
How about this?
No, but AC/DC is not Led Zeppelin. AC/DC is Australian.
And Led Zeppelin's not American either. But anyway,
yeah, they're English,
How about this? We'll go for some Pete Buttigieg music. Is this better for Pete Buttigieg?
Is this Creedence Clearwater Revival?
Yeah, Run Through the Jungle. Yeah.
They're listening to CCNR?
I don't know.
Buttigieg from South Bend, Indiana.
When I think of war music, I think of this. Right?
Yeah. Well, when I think of documentaries of Vietnam, I think of this.
So anyway,
okay.
I think we're both in agreement. On Andrew Yang's definitely one of the better ones of them. You like a couple others more than I do, but in general, we agree that like it really is. These songs do probably mean more than you think.
Yeah,
and
I
think.
I would like to see. I mean, we're able to predict so much with algorithms nowadays. I would actually really like to see some AI calculation that finds a correlation between whether it's the top 40 status or the number of plays on the radio, the choices previously elected presidents have made in correlation to the popularity of a song, and if there isn't some kind of measurable quantifier that can predict the success of a politician based on the music he chooses.
I mean, I don't think it could get to that extreme. I do think
I have faith in AI.
I do think. I mean, I think AI can obviously cross-reference them, but I don't know if you can get predictive with it because there also was part of it. I think you said like Donald Trump was "We're Not Gonna Take It" by Twisted Sister.
Oh, it's a great one.
I can't imagine an AI algorithm.
We're not gonna take it.
I don't think you win presidency because you have a twisted. I don't think D. Snyder just puts you in the White House. Like,
no, but I think
there's more to it. It'd be hard to
embodies
guess.
the angst. Like you can, even when you listen to old school Eminem, which sounds a little bit dated now, very kind of late 90s, early 2000s. You cannot listen to 8 Mile and not feel the angst.
So this is your president right here?
This chorus is epic. Okay, I'll tell you right now. The verse is dated. But this chorus, isn't it on Guitar Hero?
Probably. I don't know. One of them.
Okay. Multi-generational.
Oh, wow. Okay. I would just say I don't think you could predict someone's going to be president based off Twisted Sister being in their song.
Okay.
So anyway, we don't want to go too long. But again, like I said, a few takeaways from this. I thought it was interesting that both these publications had radically different lists. I think a little of it was whatever candidate you like better, you rank higher. I thought it was really funny that both of them kind of said, no thanks, Beto, and no thanks, Beto and Pete Buttigieg with your stupid music. No, we don't want it. Get that out of here. I thought that was funny. And again, I do agree that Return of the Mac is probably, of all of them, that's the one. That's the one I'd go with.
We give credit where credit is due on this show. We give credit to Andrew Yang for his musical choice. This is Problem Solver Politics.